Unexpected friendships have a lasting effect on sponsorship agreements for women's basketball. The unexpected outcome of a rivalry amongst the best WNBA players during a competitive season stunned the sports world. The support network for female athletes in professional sports was revolutionized by the cooperation of generations of affluence and unanticipated generosity. Why did the best player in the league make this strange gesture? How did a competition turn into a groundbreaking collaboration that led Nike executives to change their sponsorship guidelines? This surprising discovery could alter how we view athlete-business relationships. Nike has made significant investments in female basketball players, rotating their endorsements as the sport gains popularity and recognition. As viewership and fan engagement have increased, so too has the brand's commitment to women's basketball. In exchange for about $1 million, Caitlyn Clark signed an 8-year endorsement deal with Nike that includes equity shares and the potential for personalized shoes. This is the biggest endorsement package ever awarded to a female basketball player. This transaction illustrates how corporate views of women's athletic prowess have evolved dramatically. Since being chosen in Arts and Linger Jolt, Sophie Cunningham, the explosive guard for the Phoenix Mercury, has become one of the most dynamic and adaptable players in the WNBA. Hollow's professional career has been greatly aided by her three-point shooting prowess, defensive zeal, and career stats of points per game, stand, and rebounds per game. Compared to athletes in male professional sports, WNBA players often have less sponsorship opportunities. Instead of the enormous contracts that characterize men's professional basketball, the majority of players receive modest additional compensation through shoe and apparel sponsorships. There have been questions about whether established stars could utilize their influence to help elevate young players in the league and whether women's basketball's growing financial success would result in larger sponsorship deals. Apart from her contract with Nike, Caitlyn Clark has worked with a number of companies that appreciate her special ability to promote women's basketball. The market for female athlete sponsorships has fundamentally changed as a result of her marketability. In addition to creating signature items that might bring in money for the rest of his career and beyond, the Nike arrangement gives Clark long-term stock opportunities. This paradigm offers businesses a fresh approach to managing their connections with female athletes in addition to the immediate financial gain. With millions of followers across all platforms, Clark's social media presence gives marketers access to engaged audiences that include both conventional basketball fans and new viewers who are drawn to the sport because of her personality and professional achievements. Clark's influence is demonstrated by the high sales of her jerseys and related souvenirs, which often rank among the best-selling items in WNBA history. Teams, the league, and corporate partners now have more revenue streams as a result of her involvement. According to sports marketing experts, Clark's crossover, popularity, and worldwide recognition have given her a level of impact that previous generations of female basketball players were unable to achieve. This could allow her to advocate for causes that help other athletes by using her status. After an excellent collegiate career at the University of Missouri, where she eclipsed Arlen's career points and became one of the most prolific scorers in program history throughout her WNBA career, Sophie Cunningham was selected 17th overall by the Phoenix Mercury and Arts Hemley Jewel. Cunningham, who is known for her precision when making three-pointers, has grown into a reliable backup. A career percentage from outside the arc and her readiness to make crucial decisions in dire situations are provided by finance centers. She can play both guard positions well because of her adaptability. During postseason runs, the seasoned Phoenix Mercury player's ability to stretch opponents' defenses with her outside shooting and offer scoring off the bench has been especially helpful. Over her 5 years in the WNBA, she has played in all 8 sister regular season games. Coaches and players love Cunningham because of her competitive spirit and team-first mentality. However, compared to more well-known athletes who garner greater media attention and financial interest, her sponsorship prospects have remained restricted. Her basketball IQ and professional approach to the game have earned her respect across the league, and championship teams look up to her. In contrast to traditional individual-focused competing models, a growing number of well-known athletes are leveraging their platforms and resources to boost competitors and colleagues, even though her contributions don't often appear in highlight reels or statistical summaries. The WNBA's distinctive culture places a strong emphasis on player empowerment and teamwork, with veterans frequently serving as mentors to both rookies and established stars and pushing for league-wide adjustments to pay, perks, and working circumstances that are advantageous to all players. Players may now engage with each other more easily because to social media, which might result in ties and alliances that go beyond traditional teams. Players can now build relationships and support each other's endeavors regardless of league or team objectives. Women's basketball's growing financial success has made it possible for elite players to help other players through cooperative commercial partnerships, mentoring, and other means. Sports analysts believe that if elite female athletes are more financially successful, there may be more instances of player-to-player assistance that improve sports overall. Realizing the growing financial potential and cultural relevance of female athletic performance, Nike has likewise significantly boosted its investment in women's sports over the past 10 years. Both individual athlete partnerships and broader initiatives to promote the expansion of women's sports are part of the company's goal. To increase participation and fan engagement at all levels of the sport, the brand has made significant investments in grassroots development projects, college basketball programs, and WNBA collaborations. Finding players with the potential for crossover appeal and public recognition is part of Nike's approach. Because of the platforms and resources available to them, they are able to reach people outside of the normal basketball audience. Instead of only giving athletes one-time bonuses, the company now offers ownership choices, unique product lines, and long-term contracts that give athletes ongoing revenue streams. There have been questions about whether Nike's growing participation in women's basketball may motivate athletes to collaborate and whether the company might fund programs that benefit several players at once. Professional athlete endorsement agreements now include ownership interests, opportunities for product development, and long-term collaborations that can produce revenue both during and after sporting careers. The best athlete endorsement agreements help both athletes and sponsors by giving businesses access to engaged audiences. Women's sports sponsorships have long trailed behind men's sports in terms of financial worth, despite the fact that athletes gain platform amplification and financial security that extends their significance beyond physical achievement. However, female athletes now have more chances to land significant commercial partnerships thanks to recent increases in viewership and fan interaction. Performance bonuses, social media participation requirements, and collaborative marketing initiatives that motivate athletes to actively promote brand connections are common features of today's endorsement arrangements. The most lucrative endorsement deals, according to sports business experts, are for athletes who can genuinely represent corporate ideals while retaining credibility with their core fan bases and appealing to new audiences. Athletes in the professional ranks. Growing financial success has opened doors for humanitarian work and peer support, which can have a significant impact on sports communities and individual careers. Professional athletes who are financially successful frequently donate their earnings to charitable causes, youth development initiatives, and initiatives that assist other athletes who may not have access to the same financial prospects as contemporary player contracts. Furthermore, endorsement arrangements might give famous celebrities the financial flexibility they need to support other athletes in advancing their careers. As well-known sportsmen educate younger players and use their platforms to encourage teammates and opponents who help them succeed, athlete support, whether in the form of direct assistance, corporate relationships, or cooperative projects, has gained in popularity in professional sports. In general, great female athletes' financial independence raises concerns about how they could create new forms of teamwork and peer support that benefit entire sports communities rather than just individual accomplishments. In terms of financial performance, Caitlyn Clark's commercial success establishes a new standard for women's basketball players, opening doors for influence and impact that may benefit other athletes and the sport as a whole, in addition to individual career aspirations. Because of the extent of her endorsement deals and commercial ties, Clark has access to resources that could allow her to assist other players in a variety of ways, including platform sharing programs, corporate alliances, or direct financial support. Throughout the history of men's professional sports, there have been several examples of outstanding athletes using their profits to support competitors, teammates, and sports development programs that benefit larger athletic communities. Being the highest-paid female basketball player in history may provide Clark with the means and inspiration to use her success for initiatives that boost the profile of other players and expand women's basketball chances. 3. According to sports economists, the concentration of wealth among a small number of exceptional athletes generates both opportunities and obligations for those athletes to think about how their particular accomplishments could improve their sport and competition. Social media platforms that facilitate direct communication and collaboration could result in TOEX.